This is kind of like a little destination vlog today, but also more of like a troubleshooting vlog. We went out the other day around Lake Biwa in Shiga Prefecture. Made like 3 or 4 videos, and when I got home, like the audio was all jacked up. So this is a completely new sound setup. I hope it works out. But also it was dirt cheap. Aside from the adapter, which I got for 20 bucks for the GoPro mic adapter, the mic was like 3 bucks, and I got a dead cat. First time ever buying like an actual dead cat. I made my own the last time, so hopefully it works out. So today, okay, so this is Kata, Japan, and I've been here a few times before, but there's one place I've been kind of saving for its own video, and I don't know, probably just coming out here willy-nilly isn't going to do it justice, and it's dark and the weather's shit anyways. But like I said, mostly this is just like a troubleshooting thing. We're going to an abandoned road, and I don't want to say it's abandoned like nobody goes on anymore. Like it was shut down maybe like 10-15 years ago because I'm not making this up. There was a drifting problem. Like people would go on this road and drift, and it was pissing everybody off, and people were getting hurt. So they decided to close down the road, which is, I don't know. Like I said, Japan's kind of got this anti-fun boner, so that makes sense that they would do that. But there's a lot of places, and actually Japan is pretty cool, I think, with bikers. But in Wakayama is fine. There's no places like this in Wakayama. But if you go up to Hyogo and through Kyoto and stuff, there's some roads that are the bikes specifically no bikes allowed. Cars fine, trucks fine, semi-trucks okay, no bikes allowed. And it's so stupid because it's really reactionary. You know, instead of like punishing the people that are riding recklessly on these roads, they just say, oh, okay, biker crashed, okay, all right, no bikes, problem solved, bam. So it sucks. I think Motorcycle Japan even had an experience where he was pulled over for going through a tunnel that was like a no bikes allowed tunnel. Stupid. Love this place. The other day, typhoon came, and I wasn't here, but I was in Shirahama, and the waves were way bigger than I ever seen. It was awesome. I was gonna go out and make a video about it, but I had a headache, and my wife was like, "Oh, what is that? A beach ball?" My wife was like, "You know, every year somebody goes out to look at the waves and they die because they get taken out by the ocean. So maybe it's better that I didn't go. Who knows?" This is just kind of a chatty one. I'm sorry about it. Not really anything specific to talk about. But like I said, the point is to show you this place, and I'm just gonna chat with you in the meantime. So this road that we're going to, it's closed, but I've got a student who's like crazy about catching bugs. By the way, this drip racing setup, headlight and fender, look so sexy, but if the road is even a little bit wet, you can see it. Like my shirt's wet right now because that's not even, it's a fender in name only, because I'm getting all splashed from the water on the road. Yeah, but they closed down this road, but they have like bug catching events. Like seriously, it seems like something right out of Pokemon. But they held like bug catching contests on this road. Oh, there's a car here. So this is the road. It's kind of spooky. I just washed the bike, and now I realize the road's all wet and all these dead leaves are gonna find their way on it. But it's such a cool feel. It feels like it's like almost post-apocalyptic. One night I was coming down through here, and since there's like no traffic, we were just going balls out on this road, a friend and I. You know, like they're blind corners, but like, and usually you got to worry about a car coming. But this time, okay. This time it was just like, you know what? Lanes be damned. We're gonna just like bomb this thing. So we were bombing it. one night. I came around the corner, and there was this big old wild boar right in the middle of the road. I slammed on my brakes. Unfortunately, I didn't wipe out, but it was huge. Like I feel like I could have ridden the thing like a horse. And I've come across them a lot, but I've never really. Everybody tells me how dangerous they are. Ooh, that was supposed to be a wheelie, but instead I spun out. Wheelies are okay on this road too because nobody's here. But I always try to avoid them because everybody says how dangerous they are. But I honestly I don't know. But if they're as dangerous as everybody makes them out to be, it would have sucked really bad to crash into one, because you would have crashed, you would have fallen down, and it would have just like eaten your face off. This is kind of cool. It's all foggy. There's also a cafe up here, an abandoned cafe, an abandoned scooter, and actually a little off-road trail that goes to the ocean. I imagine. I actually haven't done it. Let's come back here with some off-road wheels sometime and do it. But when I don't know if you guys remember Motor Nippon, but he came. I did some dual vlogs with him. He came. And he was like, is there any place where I can camp for free? And I was like, I know a place. So I took him down this road in the middle of the night. And I kind of went down this dirt road that's like branches off of this, right next to these abandoned buildings. And I was like, yeah, you can camp here for free. And he's like, you could tell that he was not into it. He was not going to let that happen. I'm gonna ride on the lawn. I'm gonna be an American. Here, let's do a wheelie if we can. There we go. Oh man, it feels like a car is just gonna come ripping around this corner. I feel like I know that nobody's on this road, but I feel like I'm gonna get plowed. Let's get back in the main lane. Yeah, here's the abandoned cafe. Never been inside it. I don't know if it's I don't know if you can go inside it. It's all locked up pretty good. And then this is the trail that I said that the guy could go camping on, Motor Nippon. Yeah, I'm just spinning out. I'm finally getting to the end of my first set of Motard rubber on this bike. Forget what it's called. It's called something Toge. But yeah, I came and I was like, there's this other guy that got the WR250R that when I went trail riding with a little bit, and right before my baby was born, maybe it was right after my baby was born, he said, I said I want to ride. My wife's in the hospital. I can't visit her because of the hospital rules. So I said, let's ride. He said, what do you want to do? I said, let's practice wheelies. He's like, oh, where do you want to practice? I said, well, I know a place. And I took him here so that we could practice doing some wheelies. And as soon as we got here, he was like, oh man, I know this place. I was like, oh really? I was like, you've driven past here before? He's like, no. I used to drift like a mofo over here. I'm the reason why they shut this place down. And this is like this older gentleman, you know, really nice guy. Doesn't seem like he'd break the rules. He actually, yeah, I guess he's done a 180 since his drifting days, but it's kind of cool. When I go back, I'll show you it. He said that oh, there's a mountain. He said, yeah, we used to sit up on this mountain and watch, and this is like the corner that we'd love to watch. But like you could they'd like climb up there and watch the drifts going on. I wish I could be part of that Japan, or experience that Japan for a little bit. I've still never encountered anybody drifting. I still see like tire marks and stuff on some of the roads that I go on, the windy roads. But I've never actually caught anybody in the act. And this is where it ends. This is where it pops out. And there's an animal over here. What is that? Probably just a cat. If you move the cones, you can go through, but it's a pain in the butt. And there's like actually a business that's like going on over here, so we're not gonna bother them. Let's try to do a slow wheelie. That's not slow. I spun out. To do a slow wheelie, you need like to get the front end up right away, and when it's slippery, you spin before it actually bites. See, that's the spin out. Let's try second gear. It's sketch. I don't have any gear on today either, but that never stopped me from making bad decisions. Whoa! Whoa, that was cool. Like spun out, and then like in the middle of the burnout, the wheel that came up. That was cool. You know, I'm gonna save the wheelies for a dry day and a day with gear. Yeah, but can you imagine like these, like actual, like the pinnacle of like 90s cool like drift machines from Japan tearing down these roads? I'll have to ask the guy what he was driving, but I kind of feel like, I mean, everybody's got these rose-colored glasses about everything, and especially me, because I always think like 10 years ago was the best, no matter what. No matter where I'm living. I'm never really satisfied with where I am now, but I can't help but feel like the people who came to Japan in probably the probably through the 90s. It's about this whole 90s thing again, because I'm a fan of the 90s in America, 90s music, 90s pop culture. But I feel like it would have been great to be here from the 90s. And because Japan's economy was going crazy. I wonder if Japan's economy was going crazy, and just like all of the stuff that I'm nostalgic about came from Japan in the 90s. Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. Yeah, I cannot hook up. I've also got this bag on here, so I can't really slide my butt back as far as I want to. The burnout. What about this? That came up. Standing up wheelies are they're still gonna freak me out a bit. But mostly, these are like my practical wheelies. Like if there's an obstacle in the road when I'm trail riding, this is like the only time a wheelie is useful. Let's see if I have to get over this green grass with my front tire. There we go. Let's get over this 30. Right. So I don't really practice my standing wheelies to get like distance. It's all for practicality. I think I can do it in second gear too. Yeah, that came up good. The bike is completely different after the Power Commander. I love it. Anyways, guys, from here on out, it's probably just wheelies and stupid talk, so I'm gonna cut it down. Hopefully when I get home, the sound's gonna be good. Let me know what you think. I'll see ya.